rescue me.
The one of the last things we wanted to talk about, right, was some of that riveting new information that we got. You know, that they were deciding to start production very soon on Uncharted.
Yeah.
You know, live action, adaptation of Uncharted.
Yeah,
and,
Sony's doing that one. They're making that movie.
And we have Tom Holland playing as Drake. Okay. So, I like Tom Holland. I have nothing against him. And they're going young. So that's for longevity.
I don't like them going young.
You don't like them going young?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not happy with that casting. For one, I don't think he looks anything like Nathan Drake. I mean, Nathan Drake.
They'll probably color his hair black, right?
To me, Nathan Drake is a middle-aged man, like late 30s, 5 o'clock shadow, gruffy, tough, grim kind of guy. Attractive, handsome-looking guy, but tough and gritty because, he's an explorer.
He's been through some stuff.
He's been through some stuff.
Right.
And Tom Holland doesn't fit that at all. Tom Holland is like a high schooler to me. Like, I'm like, what in the world? Nathan Drake's a man, dude. Like, Nathan Drake's a tough dude. Like, I'm not feeling it at all.
I agree with you. But I said the same thing about the person that they cast for The Witcher when I first seen him. And then
Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure about him.
He looked like a little bit like him to me.
You look like
exactly.
But when I saw him, okay, maybe that's a bad
agree.
But for me, I didn't see him as a Witcher. I didn't see him as a good. But when I saw him as the Witcher, I was like, holy cow, that was perfect. So for this guy, we'll see. For me personally, I'll after we maybe see some more footage or
we have to see some footage, right?
After we see how he is, I'm sure he could grow something.
See, I'm sure I think more like a Carl Urban type.
You'd have to show me.
Carl Urban. Like. Yeah, Carl Urban. Did you ever see the new Dredd, Judge Dredd?
Oh yeah.
Nah, it's been a while. I don't think I did watch
like
that.
This is who I think of for like Nathan Drake. Like I think like a Carl Urban type guy.
Okay,
that's what my mind jumps to.
Yeah.
Right? Or like who's another guy that I was thinking what's his name?
So
Colin Eaglesfield. You ever heard of that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see his face.
Colin Eaglesfield is like that. Like that's Colin Eaglesfield.
Okay.
Like
his face kind of does look a little bit more like Nathan Drake's in a sense, but
like Colin Eaglesfield, like you see? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Tom Cruise looking type guy is who I would kind of think to play Nathan Drake, not a kid.
Right.
Like, but I'm sorry, like the reason why Tom Holland was casted for Spider-Man is because he looks like a high schooler. He looks that way,
and he did a great job in
he did a great job in Spider-Man. I'm not taking anything away.
To me. Like,
I'm not. He's Peter Parker, right? Like I'm not taking anything away from his ability,
right,
or his talent, or how well he did in Spider-Man. I just don't think he's a good fit for Nathan Drake. That's weird to me. I don't get that direction unless they're trying to rebrand Nathan Drake to a younger audience. I don't know, but that's not Nathan Drake to me.
Time in the franchise does this take place? Like, where did they say anything about the backstory?
When I was reading the little article, I didn't see anything that spoke much about anything. They just said, hey, Uncharted is getting worked on. They're going to start production very soon, and here's who we got as Nathan Drake.
Because I could see if this was like
prequel?
It takes place, a prequel potentially. But you make a good point.
If
it's in its current state, he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't fit that
bill, right?
But if this is him in college, or I don't know, if this is him before, we'll see.
If it's a prequel or college, fine, but you'll never get to modern because you can't wait 10, 20 years for Tom to grow up.
He's like 20-something.
It will always be. Yeah, but Nathan Drake is
like
he
probably has a 5 o'clock shadow.
34 or 35. I don't even think Tom Holland can grow a 5 o'clock shadow, man.
Nah, he probably shaves.
I
Dude
doubt
probably
it.
shaves, man.
I doubt it, actually. But you're going to be stuck in the prequel world.
Yeah.
Which is, if that's what they're doing, like what they did with Star Trek, right? How they like rebooted Star Trek. And
or
like,
X-Men.
You're stuck in the prequel world.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to do that, fine. But if you're going modern Nathan Drake, Tom Holland don't fit the bill.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I see what you guys are saying, and I agree as far as looking at Nathan Drake, how we see him in the last couple of games, like that's him.
Right.
But I feel like because they did go back into Nathan Drake's memories and show you young Nathan Drake, I feel like that's what they're gonna start with. I feel like they can open the gate with this one, and they can periodically go back into it whenever, and it's just like, oh, this is what Nathan Drake did as a young guy, and it's like, like I like Tom Holland, so, and I like Nathan Drake and all the stuff that was Uncharted. It's like anytime I can get like a like a National Treasures type of movie or something like that, some type of treasure seeking, movie, like I'm all for it. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely interested to see what they're gonna bring to the equation and whatnot.
You're not writing it off. I'm just disappointed.
Right. Yeah. So my main thing would be like, who they pick for Sully, because that's gonna be a big part of the movie, so
Sully shouldn't. I guess he'll be really young too, then, right? Because we're going all
he
the way
would be
back
a lot
to college,
younger,
right?
but
I don't
Sully's
even know when does he meet Sully. We don't even know when he gets
Sully's
that relationship.
an older man.
Yeah,
so,
I don't even know when we get to meet that. When does that relationship start, right?
But yeah, so I mean, when we hear some more information about Uncharted, we're definitely gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely keep that on the back burners and whatnot. But with all that being said, you know what I mean. There's a lot of things to look forward to next week. And there's a lot of games.
Fest.
We're definitely eventually gonna get to talking about Ghost of Tsushima. It's now that we've played it a little bit. So
Last of Us review 2, if we can, our own personal review. It's late, but we would definitely get that on board.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit late, but we'll get there. It'll be all right. But so with that being said, right, I'm Godly Sovereign.
This is Markariah.
This is Ray, aka SirKnight.
And we appreciate you guys listening, watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitch. We each have Twitch streaming with our same names. Check out our Discord. Our website is lit and going. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Yes. We'll catch you guys next week. Deuces.
Peace.
See you.